ladies and gentlemen of the press. And we have here some Americans on a fact-finding mission, and I'll introduce them. This is Mayor Mike Arnold, Republican elected mayor of the city of Blanco in Texas. And this is Jeff Gibbs, filmmaker, prominent filmmaker from the US. And beside me, I have the Secretary General of Jamaatul Nasr al-Islam, and he's going to introduce himself. Sir?
Well, good afternoon all. My name is Professor Khadir Obokaraji, the Secretary General of JNI National Headquarters, Nigeria.
You might be wondering why is Khan not here. We did meet with Khan. The fact finders met with Khan before they met with JNI. That it was important to me, and they had a fruitful conversation. So if any of you have read Today's This Day, on the front page of Today's This Day, you're going to see the deliberations. And so they've met with Khan, they've met with JNI, they've met with other persons, they've also been to IDP camps, and Mayor Mike and Jeff Gibbs have been around this country. Now, the thing is, when all of this information about a Christian genocide in Nigeria began, actually the first mention of that started on September 26th. I just reached out because the feeling back home is that it was an agenda against Nigeria, it was propaganda against Nigeria, it was to undermine Nigeria. But I just felt that the people who were saying these things, they meant well, and the reason why they were saying it is because they did not have the right information. And so before they came here, the fact finders actually briefed Senator Ted Cruz and Congressman Chip Roy, and when they go back, they will be taking the truth to the American policymakers. Now, without further ado, I'm going to hand over the mic to Mayor Mike Arnold, who's going to address you on their findings so far. And after he speaks, Jeff will also speak, and then we'll take some questions. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. This is a very important time. I am curious, if you're a journalist or a reporter or media person, can you raise your hand just so I know who's... All right, very good. Thank you so much. I do want to give a clarification on a couple things. We've been a little bit rushed. I'm Mayor Mike Arnold, like Goodluck Jonathan is President Goodluck Jonathan. I completed my term a few months ago. I'm not the current seated mayor of the city of Blanco. I just didn't want any misunderstanding there. I am not a personal friend of Ted Cruz. I met him once about 10 years ago when I at an event, and he was going down the line, and I shook his hand. So I know people in his office, but I'm not a personal friend. Also,
see as Reno disgrace himself. Welcome, oh, Michael. Welcome. Good morning. Oh, the man called.
Texas, like a lot of towns, is not a partisan position. Nobody knows what party. It's a small town, and we fix roads and schedule parades and things like that. So just wanted to clarify those things. I'm not a politician. I have a little family construction company.
Now,
I am not beholden to any political party here or there. I'm an independent voice, and I just wanted to make sure that's established.
May I mute this thing first?
I want to also
see as Reno keep quiet. See as Reno lie. He said the man a mayor. He said the man a close friend with Ted Cruz. He said the man a Republican. Hey, make I read what the man talk. Then we will continue the video. Mona, welcome, my people. Full statement from official fact-finding mission sponsored by Reno. Sleazy or mockery, a pathological. This is from Mike Arnold, the guy that's speaking. He had to post this video because of the lies that Reno mockery was telling. Sleazy or mockery, a pathological liar, will go down in history as the Joseph Goebbels of the Nigerian Christian genocide. His paid reporters are saying that I debunked claims of genocide. See the truth here, okay? There's a statement that he put out that I want us to read. Where is it? I think I bookmarked it. Ha! Under Buhari, Reno Mokri called it Christian genocide. Now he calls it a hoax. A hoax. Mona no verse say I not to pronounce that word well. From prophet to genocide propagandist, he's flipped on the martyrs he once mourned. In 2017, Reno spoke like a man of conscience. He exposed Fulani extremists. He warned of the bloodshed. He called it what it was, genocide. And he begged the world to act. Now, in 2025, he denies the very truth he once shouted. And today, while I was flying home from a press conference to stand with the persecuted, Reno twisted my presence into a headline that says I helped him debunk the genocide. Let me be clear. He lied again publicly, boldly, blasphemously. I did not come to support Reno. I did not stand beside him. I stood beside the slain. And I will not let their blood be erased by a man chasing political favor. Reno blames Peter Obi for international outcry, as if one man's layover in DC hypnotized Republicans, Democrats, NGOs, and global Christian watchdogs to cry genocide in unison. It's nonsense, and worse, it is evil. What would Leah Sharibu say? This is not evolution. This is betrayal. This is not strategy. This is selling your soul for influence. And for what? Another chance to sit close to the throne and whisper lies? Let the record be clear. Reno Mokri has become Nigeria's Joseph Goebbels, weaponizing language to sanitize slaughter. Not just tolerating evil, but dressing it in church clothes. Woe to those who call good evil. Isaiah 5:20. Reno, there is still time to repent, but the hour is late and the stain is deep. If you continue lying in the face of martyrdom, the world may forget, but heaven won't. And neither will those who bury their pastors, their children, their congregations, while you smiled for cameras. I came to Nigeria to speak the truth. You tried to hijack it. Now I am here to expose the lie. See, he even do picture for Reno. See, Nigeria's propaganda minister. See, he do picture for Reno. He says, see, Nigeria's propaganda minister. Truth is the enemy. See, Reno Mokri. Let's go back to the video.
And we have here some Americans on a fact-finding mission, and I'll introduce them. This is Mayor Mike Arnold,
you hear
the Republican-elected mayor of the city of Blanco in Texas. And this is Jeff Gibbs, filmmaker, prominent filmmaker from the U.S. And beside me, I have the Secretary General of the Nasser Islam, and he's going to introduce himself.
Shame they catch me for Reno.
Well, good afternoon all. My name is Professor Khalid Abubakar. I'm the Secretary General of JNI National Headquarters, Nigeria.
You might be wondering why is Khan not here. We did meet with Khan. The fact finders met with Khan.
Reno. Tracy, welcome. Oh, my girl, how you doing?
So if any of you have read Today's This Day, on the front page of Today's This Day, you're going to see the deliberations. And so they've met with Khan, they've met with JNI, they've met with other persons, they've also been to IDP camps, and Mayor Mike.
The man they shame, see, they are just a cap.
Now, the thing is, when all of this information about a Christian genocide in Nigeria began,
make I keep quiet, Mona here.
That started on September 26th. I just reached out because the feeling back home is that it was an agenda against Nigeria, it was propaganda against Nigeria, it was to undermine Nigeria. But I just felt that the people who were saying these things, they meant well, and the reason why they were saying it is because they did not have the right information. And so before they came here, the fact finders actually briefed Senator Ted Cruz and Congressman Chip Roy, and when they go back, they will be taking the truth to the American policymakers. Now, without further ado, I'm going to hand over the mic to Mayor Mike Arnold, who's going to address you on their findings so far. And after he speaks, Jeff will also speak, and then we'll take some questions. Thank you.
See as the man go take debunk all the lies.
Time. I am curious. If you're a journalist or a reporter or a media person, can you raise your hand just so I know who's? All right. Very good. Thank you so much. I do want to give you clarification on a couple things. We've been a little bit rushed. I'm Mayor Mike Arnold, like Good Luck Jonathan is President Good Luck Jonathan. I completed my term a few months ago. I'm not the current seated mayor of the city of Blanco. I just didn't want any misunderstanding there. I am not a personal friend of Ted Cruz. I met him once about 10 years ago when I at an event and he was going down the line and I shook his hand. So I know people in his office, but I'm not a personal friend. Also, and while I may tend to vote for Republican candidates, I haven't been involved in a political party in about 30 years. I'm really not a political person. In fact, the mayor's job for my town in Texas, like a lot of towns, is not a partisan position. Nobody knows what party. It's a small town, and we fix roads and schedule parades and things like that. So just wanted to clarify those things.
See as Reno, they look like goats. He goats. Ow!
For my life, I am not beholden to any political party here or there. I'm an independent voice, and I just wanted to make sure that that's established. I want to also state briefly why I'm here. People ask, why does this American come over here and say these things? My first trip to Nigeria, this is my 16th trip to Nigeria. My first was in 2010, and I was accompanied a fellow who became my papa, my mentor, Professor John Ofebu. He lived in the United States, but he was a very proud Nigerian. He loved this country. He gave his life for this country. And in fact, this will shock most Nigerians. He was offered U.S. citizenship on multiple occasions, and he always turned it down. I don't know any Nigerians that would do that. I know people that would kill for that, but to turn it down because he didn't want any split loyalties.
Welcome, Oriyomi Wagbo Oniro.
As a proud Nigerian, we crisscrossed this country over several years together.
I'm telling you, Tracy. I say shame catch me. He catch me for
any. I have great hope for it. I consider this my second home. And before he passed, he prayerfully put his mantle on me, and I endeavored since then to be a good steward of that. To
Swear, Reno go toast Tracy. Lie. I trust my Tracy. Yeah. No nonsense.
A man of peace.
Nonsense.
I love this country, and I love this country too. It's my second home. Speaking of home, I do want to say this. I would love to. I want to be here longer. I would love to meet everybody and talk and answer questions and all that. When we were preparing to depart to come here, I was notified my 4-year-old grandson Parker was rushed to the hospital. He had been having an ailment for quite a while, fever, trouble eating, and they did every kind of test imaginable for over a week, and they finally determined it was an advanced infection, and he was admitted to the hospital, and I'm thankful that we were able to get return tickets. I need to be back there with my family, so we're leaving actually today. Our flight leaves, and so my regrets, and I'm just thankful that we were able to get this done. This is very important. One other thing, When I was invited on this, I sent a message that said, what is expected of me? And the answer was, message back, just tell the truth. And so that's what I'm here to do. It's not an easy thing. I told my host that probably lose some friends today. I know this is a very contentious and divisive issue, a lot of, on both sides. And I appreciate the freedom of the assignment, but it's a heavy weight. Truth, what is truth? It's an accurate an assertion of reality. It's an accurate picture of reality. That's what truth is. What is real? What is really there? That's what truth is. And truth is the only thing, ultimately, that's sustainable. It's the only thing that can bring us together. If one side or any side or anybody has built anything or advanced anything that's not firmly on the truth, it simply can't last. And so I've been very careful. I've been very precise ever since I got invited. Pretty much full-time, late into the night. I've been researching, talking to experts, spent considerable time. Retired U.S. ambassador friend of mine, a long-time international human rights attorney, journalists, and others, because the truth is important. And I can't say, nobody can say that what they're going to speak or present is 100% truth, but it's the very best I could do, and it's very well validated and backed up and supported, documented. And I can also guarantee this, it's going to probably, everybody on every side is going to be a little bit uncomfortable with what I say. I would ask you to bear with me to the conclusion, because that's what's important. There have been, I believe, misunderstandings, misconceptions, miscommunications, and agendas on every side of this. And I've attempted to throw those out the window and just focus on the facts. So if anybody's a little uncomfortable, just bear with me. I think it's going to be equally uncomfortable because that's what the truth is, right? I mean, it should be, but it should be good sense of discomfort as we all hopefully get more grounded in reality, in the truth. And I've typed up my remarks, and we got copies for the journalists. It's a formal statement on widespread violence and displacement in Nigeria. One of the contributors that's listed is U.S. Ambassador Louis Luck. Spent considerable time, and he's done a lot of work. He was an ambassador to Swaziland. He was also the number one person in charge of rebuilding Iraq after the war, number one guy in charge of rebuilding Haiti after the earthquake, and former board member of the World Fruit Program. So he has stature. He's put his name on here. There are other experts that value the privacy in this day of social media, but if any journalist wants to dig deeper, I'd be happy to make personal connections with any of my sources. So you can, if you don't trust me, maybe you can do your own digging. That's what I encourage everybody to do. Don't ever take anybody's word for anything. Don't ever, specifically, if it's in the Nigerian newspapers, no offense to anybody, but there's oftentimes twists and turns there that don't line up with reality. Do your own homework, do your own research, search your own soul, and always seek the truth, because that's what's sustainable and that's what always wins. The truth always wins. I'm going to start, I'm just going to read it because it is important. Like I said, it's verbatim in the document that will be distributed. It's also will be posted online, so anybody can read this. But I'm going to read it because I don't want to make any mistakes. I don't want to deviate. Purpose and credentials. My name is Mike Arnold. I recently served as the elected mayor of the city of Blanco, Texas. I first visited Nigeria in 2010 as a board member of Unity for Africa. Since then, I've made 15 trips to Nigeria, including 6 extended investigative missions since 2019. I founded Africa Rise and International and Africa Rise USA 2019, along with my covenant brother, Pastor Jed DeGrace. I have frequently been quoted in top newspapers and TV news broadcasts here, and a couple viral videos too. I have never extracted anything from Nigeria. I've never taken anything home but souvenirs and small gifts. My closest and most trusted friends are native Nigerians. I come only to give, serve, and stand with the people and nation I dearly love as my second home. I was personally invited here today by Reno Omokri, and I got a call last Sunday morning, unexpected, from Reno Omokri, who was on the line with the National Security Advisor, invited me to on this fact-finding trip and to come give a report. The sole stated written charge given to me for this trip is simply to meet certain key people and then declare the truth. I know what's at stake and take this very seriously. While my plane ticket and accommodations have been paid for, I have not asked for, been offered, nor received any compensation or promise of compensation for this, and no duress either. I've been given freedom. I'm not connected in any way or compensated by the U.S. government. And I don't advocate any policy. I'm not reporting for them. I'm not speaking for them, and I'm not advocating any policy. That's not my role here. I'm here independently, and this statement is made without coercion or inducement of any kind. I also note that numerous top U.S. officials have been briefed and are personally aware of my being here, the purpose of my trip, and my specific itinerary and expected return date. At their request, I am providing updates as to my status. These include, but are not limited to, Senator from the state of Texas, my state, Ted Cruz, and Congressman Chip Roy, the White House, U.S. State Department and acting ambassador, as well as a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist from the New York Times and their international editor. So a lot of people are waiting for this. Also note that as I present this statement, it is being simultaneously distributed not only to these people who are awaiting it, but also posted online for all to access. This statement is my formal account and analysis of facts, findings, and first-hand documentation of widespread claims of widespread violence, displacement, and atrocity crimes in Nigeria, primarily directed against Christian populations in the North and Middle Belt claims, and whether this rises to the level of genocide. Let me just pause there. This is heavy. This is serious. This is not something to play word games with. It's addressed to journalists, international observers, human rights bodies, and policymakers in the United States and abroad. We have traveled to cities, villages, and remote encampments from Bokos, Jos, and Gwoza to Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Kuma, Makoko. Have been all over in these last 6 years. I've interviewed governors, cabinet ministers.
Oh, you're welcome. So he should now, based on your comment now, because he live in Los Angeles, everybody should go and buy, because Reno needs to pay his bills. Everybody should go and buy. Do you know what this man is doing? You know what? I feel sorry for his children. I hope he's held fully accountable for his offense, so he's not going to transfer to his children. This cannot continue forever. Oh, we listen.
I've met orphans whose parents were hacked to death. I've helped them. I've built schools in internally displaced persons, IDP camps, and documented over 80 hours of filmed testimony and evidence at great personal risk, soon to be released on our documentary film, Me and Miss Hantu. My findings carry the weight of direct personal experience. Nigeria in 2010, a nation at peace. In 2010, Nigeria was a beacon of rising prosperity and religious tolerance, often cited as the only country where radical Islam was being pushed back. Attacks were rare and sparked national outrage. Recognized IDPs were effectively zero, with only minimal displacement from localized communal conflicts. A stark contrast to the crisis that followed, marked by a 1,200% surge in IDPs the very next year, 2011, due to Boko Haram's escalation. The prior absence of displacement...
Did you hear what he said? In 2010, Nigeria was relatively peaceful. In 2010, please let us sink in. That is not so long ago. Look at what these people, APC has turned Nigeria into. Hell! Oh, man.
Crisis is both verifiable and damning, because today there's not an accurate count, because I know we have schools and camps that the governments of the world, including Nigerian government, deny exist. So the quoted figures of 3 to 4 million internally displaced people is clearly low, and I've heard numbers as many as, in fact, the first time we talked, you said 9 million. What has changed since then? By 2014, Nigeria's stability was shattered. Foreign meddling, including U.S. involvement, played a pivotal role in the 2015 election, enabling regime change that emboldened actors who ignored or enabled extremist violence.
Una here?
High-placed eyewitness testimony confirms this interference, with firms like Cambridge Analytica further skewing the political landscape.
Not that we did not already
Radical
know.
jihadist elements fueled by foreign fighters from Libya and Sahel, post-2011 Arab Spring. Many who say it were invited, not invaded at that stage, flooded into Nigeria, amplifying Boko Haram and ISWAP. Today, over 4 million Nigerians are displaced, a very conservative estimate. That's based on, in part on my work in hidden camps, and officials who label these IDPs officially as criminals or vagrants. I'm going to pause there for 1 second to make this point, because it's very clear that Nigerians understand this. We did a groundbreaking for a school at an IDP camp 2 years ago, and several journalists came and wrote articles about it. And my remarks were, and the whole purpose of this, what we do is we build camps in schools and IDP camps, and that was the whole purpose of this. The news report said that we built schools in rural communities, took out the whole idea of IDPs. If reality, if truth is the only way for unity, and truth is the only thing sustainable, the Nigerian media, at least the ones in my experience, I don't know where they get off changing my words to sterilize it. But if you work for a paper and you're guilty of that, you're not a journalist, you're a propagandist.
Bam!
It's for shame. Your job is to speak the truth. Nigeria cannot heal, it cannot advance, it cannot succeed if the people of this country rely on your words to understand the truth and you're lying to them.
Bam!
Sorry, we got a little bit off track, but that's reality, okay?
Enough you talk now.
This is so important.
Cat's got his
Don't
tongue.
change my words.
Mm-hmm.
The vast majority of the IDPs are Christians, driven from their homes by deliberate political engineering and radical conquest, while mostly Muslim IDP camps do exist. One of our schools serves an entirely Muslim population, several hundred children. Our team's fieldwork. Since 2019, our team has conducted relentless frontline research at great personal risk. We've interviewed survivors across multiple states. We've operated schools in 2 IDP camps for both Christians and Muslims, with a 3rd under construction, with a present total of 550 students. We provide free, high-quality education, and we get to hear their stories and their parents' stories. Firsthand, eyewitnesses. We filmed camps the UN and Nigerian government deny exist. I could take you to them. We recorded numerous IDP testimonials. We have, in fact, a YouTube channel, My Voice Matters, with first-hand eyewitness testimonials. In late 2024, my team visited and filmed in Goshe, in Gwoza, LGA, Borno State, a once thriving Christian farming community, now a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Recent 2025 attacks confirm ongoing devastation, with surviving Christians combined to militarized zones where leaving risks abduction or execution. Another aside, I wasn't, of course, able to go there, but the team that did connected with a small group there that have a small church that's in the protected zone. And it was not long afterwards we got sent around about a Boko Haram video with members of this church having their heads cut off with dull axes. Okay? Those were our friends. Our first-hand proof exposes a reality ignored by officials. Many people of Gwoza have been refugees in Cameroon for over a decade, abandoned by Nigeria, while those who return languish in the FCT, their homelands occupied by Boko Haram as the seat of its caliphate for years now. Consistent pattern of destruction. Across regions and years, we've documented a chilling pattern. Churches destroyed. In Gwoza, when they came in Goshe, all 6 churches were burned. No mosques were burned. Christian homes torched. Jihadists resettled in captured lands. Authorities deny or excuse the attacks. While some Muslims resisting extremism are targeted, absolutely. The peaceful Muslims are targeted. The overwhelming evidence, thousands of churches raised, obviously selective violence, leads some to claim this is a faith-based genocide against Christians and those rejecting radical Islam. That's what some claim. What drives this violence? This has come from the highest level and the deepest research. And there's 3 primary drivers. It's not chaos, but it's calculated. One, radical, I think we all would refute and repudiate, but radical Islamic conquest. Armed groups, bolstered by foreign fighters from Libya, Sahel, post-Arab Spring, seek to impose extremist ideology with local enablers and political protection described by eyewitnesses as jihad by occupation. Blood mineral extraction. A former president is the one that pointed me in this direction. Nigeria, according to the government's estimates, which in my humble opinion are probably way low, Nigeria loses $9 billion annually to illicit mining of gold, tin, and lithium. Oftentimes these communities that are wiped out, you go back not long after and there's mounds of dirt from the strip mining. $9 billion a year. And again, the government's estimates, with a significant portion estimated to be 10% funding violence and corruption. That's $900 million a year, at least, that's funding the violence and corruption that does this. That needs to be investigated. Heavy machinery and foreign buyers appear days after displacements, exploiting lands of the displaced. Politically realignment. War in some cases, and again, let me say this, I'm not pointing fingers, I'm not saying just because an official here does it that's an indictment of the entire government. But war often masquerades as politics. Local government areas overrun, electoral districts redrawn by force, militants resettled, and each given 4 abducted wives to skew demographics, dismantling communities deemed inconvenient. This is fully documented. It shouldn't be debated. I'm just going to go where the facts led me. There's a euphemism of farmer-herder clashes. Yes, those have happened for generations. The term farmer-herder clashes is, in many instances today, is cynical doublespeak, weaponizing historical land disputes to mask jihadist conquest. For centuries, herders and farmers coexisted with very rarely lethal disputes. Now, villages are systematically razed, churches leveled, and tens of thousands are dead. This is a systematic terror and not grazing conflicts. A lie akin to calling Bosnia's ethnic cleansing a neighborhood spat. These targeted deadly attacks are the same whether labeled herders, bandits, or insurgents. The puppets may change, but the same forces pull the strings. A jihadi by any other name is just as deadly. Mincing words over labels appears to be intentional obfuscation. Now, at what level the people just say, that's what I was told, that's what was reported, and honest people can repeat things that are not true. Again, not indicting anybody, but in many of these instances, I would, if you're told it's a farmer-herder clash, I would compel you to dig deeper. While global attention often focuses on Boko Haram and ISWAP, the majority of killings and displacements across the Middle Belt are in fact carried out by radical Islamist felonious and militia. Numerous field reports, satellite imagery, survivor testimonies confirm that these militant groups often operating under political protection and mislabeled as herders, are responsible for the most widespread, systematic, and sustained attacks on Christian farming communities. Their campaigns extend well beyond traditional grazing disputes, encompassing organized massacres, forced displacement, and the strategic occupation of conquered lands. Today, these militias represent the single most lethal terrorist threat in Nigeria's internal stability, surpassing Boko Haram and ISWAP combined in reach, frequency, and civilian death toll. The crime of obfuscation. I have personally seen ongoing efforts by officials and their loyal media to bury the truth, sanitizing massacres as conflict, labeling displaced survivors, vagrants, and criminals, refusing to name perpetrators. This is not confusion, it is complicity. To play semantic games while people die is beyond obscene. There can be no solution while leaders play word games to hide the truth. And again, I'm not saying that everybody that repeats these things are doing it intentionally whatsoever, but at some level, there is a lot of manipulation taking place to hide the truth. So let's get to the conclusion, because this is where it's important, because there is a legal definition of genocide. That's the question here, and it's not a vague thing. You don't want it. You don't want it to be or not to be. And I did not start with my conclusion. I started with the evidence. Per Article 2 of the UN Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide in 1948, genocide includes acts committed with intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. It includes killing members of the group, causing seriously bodily or mental harm, inflicting conditions to bring about physical destruction, preventing births within the group, forcibly transferring children to another group. This is the legal, international, understanding definition of genocide. The evidence is undeniable: targeted killings, mass displacement, destruction of homes and churches, denial of aid, and erasure of Christian identity. My conclusion, my formal findings: an objective expert and eyewitness, a longtime lover and traveler throughout Nigeria with access at the highest levels, based on more than 5 years of investigation, field interviews, first-hand documentation, and deep consultation with top scholars, statesmen, and legal experts, and I'm happy to introduce you to all of that. And this document has more than 15 citations. I declare this without any shadow of a doubt. The campaign of violence and displacement in northern and middle belt Nigeria does indeed constitute a calculated, current, and long-running genocide against Christian communities and other religious minorities without any reasonable doubt. To continue to deny this is to be complicit with these atrocities. I say this not in anger, but in truth and grief. My stated assignment from my host was to speak the truth, and I have done that to the best of my ability. I believe Nigeria has a bright future. I believe in Christian-Muslim harmony. I believe good people of every tribe and faith and party must stand against this evil, but first we must name it. Here I stand. I can do no other. So help me God.
Wow, una don hear am for una sef, so nobody can pretend like they don't know what's going on. You know, as you and I both know, a lot has been happening. A lot has happened in Nigeria since. A lot don dey happen for Nigeria. Kene, welcome. Oh, how you dey? Eh? Let me see. Let me quickly go through the comments. Instead of Jonathan to fight with his man, I'm telling you, I still dey think of Jonathan. Sometimes my belle go just turn me. I go say, how can you saw the evil, you saw what these people were capable of doing, you chose to step down and throw the entire country into this. People will say he's a hero for stepping down. He's not a hero to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Jonathan is not a hero to me. All the lives that he was preserving, have they not been taken? Did you hear this guy's account? There are much more. And you know, say they reduce the numbers when they print come out. Una know. You guys know. There's over 3 million displaced in IDP camps. There are more than. Una hear am? He came to destroy you. I'm telling you. He came to destroy. Nigeria don't enter big one chance. Is it by force to be in government? I beg. Make this APC. Did he say 9? Yep. He's funding the terrorism. Yep. That's what he said. You heard that right. You see the problem when Nigeria don't enter? Zero chance. Yeah, Kene, it is. It is on so many levels. It is. The fact that the white man equates validity, I'm telling you, is very frustrating. That it will not take somebody outside of you to call you out. Say, this is madness. This is the image that they are posturing. So that man now to people, he go be savior mindset. Why savior mindset not go there? Who they talk through? See your own people. When they're supposed to protect you, they front and center, lying. So, the campaign, according to I'm reading from Dele Faro to Miss Handle right now. The campaign of violence and displacement in northern and middle belt Nigeria does indeed constitute a calculated, current and long-running genocide against Christian communities and other religious minorities without any reasonable doubt. To continue to deny this is to be complicit in its atrocities. All right? Let's see if I can go into the formal statement. Because after I drop video, the guy dropped formal statement. Oh! Your own black person, he dey deny say that they kpai. He dey deny say that they kpai your own people. This one I don't posture. Don't come out now, they look like savior. Oh! When I know verse, now so I go they shout throughout today because there's a lot that is happening in Nigeria. I don't know how we're going to come out of this. I really don't know. My name is Mike Arnold. I recently served as the elected mayor of the city of Blanco, Texas. I first visited Nigeria in 2010 as a board member of the Unity for Africa. I think that this was all in his video, so I'm not going to go about. I think it's the same thing, so let's not bother with that. Moving along. Let's take this.
The United States caused this problem and they need to help us fix it.
I wonder what your reaction is to that, Mayor Arnold. I mean, the suggestion is that part of the problem in this country was sort of initiated, if you like, certainly enabled by the United States and its policies in Libya.
It was not just policies in Libya, but the policies here. Barack Obama, his Arab Spring foreign policy, I believe he endeavored to do a takeover or facilitate one here in Nigeria. We've got not prepared to release it yet, but hard proof that Obama was very much behind the advance of Boko Haram, intentionally so.
Bam.
And Obama holds a lot of the blame. Right about it.
So, I mean, I guess the million-dollar question is, how do we change the narrative in America? Let me come to you, Jeff. You're a filmmaker. That is a powerful way.
I literally took my title for this morning from what I saw here on Deliver to Me. He says, to revolt on behalf of an ignorant people is like to set yourself on fire in order to light the way for a blind man. This was Mohammed Rida, okay, Islamic scholar. One Islamic scholar whose name I can't recollect said that there are times when fighting for people is like setting yourself on fire. Okay, so he was responding to that person. Eh? Mona, listen to this thing. No?
Let me start by telling you that the PDP is not even shaken or even bothered by all these induced crises within the party. I said induced crisis because we know it is the voice of Jacob and the hand of Esau. What is happening within the party is something that is coming from outside the party, using some instruments within the party to create some type of confusion and chaos. But let me state clearly.
Tracy, absolutely. Absolutely. I have detached myself because I can't. That's why I'm able to come out too. That's the reason why I'm able to come out and talk about these issues without breaking down. I'm not going to lie to you. And I take my breaks when I need to, unapologetically. If you have not yet seceded your emotions from what's going on in Nigeria, I'm sorry. Please do. Let me let you know. You need to do that. If you're going to remain in this fight, if you want to see the end, you want to see what happens, you want to continue to do the little you can, please remove your emotions. You want to be healthy enough to do your own, run your own life. Without totally allowing this thing swallow you up emotionally. I have disconnected emotionally from what's going on in Nigeria. I just come here to put the light out there, to tell the world, to let everybody that needs to hear from my own audience and from beyond. Let them hear what is going on so that they know go tomorrow. They also say, people not talk. Oh. So people know what they happen, they not talk. But now make me they do this thing. Nothing else. I don't disassociate myself emotionally. I can't. Nigeria, wetin dey happen for Nigeria, it reach to drive person crazy. It reach to drive person crazy. Let's go on.
That the party is not domiciled in the headquarters of the party. We only have...
To have normal people now is by connection. No. It's by connection.
Leadership, but not the workings of the party within the states. And I can assure you that the defection of Mba to APC has not, it will not rattle the PDP because he is swimming against the tide.
And sweeping. They speak in the English.
1999 to date has always been a PDP state. And if you take a look at Mba's election, he did not even win the election. It's the Labour Party that won the election in Enugu State.
Do you have facts to that effect?
Which is well known.
Do you have facts to that?
Yes, there are facts to that effect.
That Labour Party. Why wasn't Labour Party sworn in? Governor Ba won the election, was returned by INEC. Why wasn't Labour Party sworn in? He said he won the election. For the sake of our audience, Governor Ba won that election. I just have to state that, yes. And of the
okay, no. If you ask me why Labour Party was not sworn in, that means you are trying to ask me to give my facts. And then you shouldn't conclude for me. Allow me to now give my facts, then you can now conclude.
Give your facts.
Now, in that election, the returning officer was not allowed to announce the result in Enugu. The matter was taken to INEC headquarters. And it took several days for INEC to take a decision on the matter. If the results were clean and clear and transparent, there was no need, there is nowhere where the returning officer of the state should go to INEC headquarters, look at the figures again before he will now come and announce the result. That is a red flag to show you.
The truth has finally come out. Say they read their way into election. The truth has come out. LP1 Enugu. See it's the Oyibo cannot do evil. Now that's the posturing that we are witnessing, Kene. It is the posturing that we are. It's sad. This is the sad. This is where we have found ourselves. This is where we have found ourselves. When your own officials are going and they are the ones lying that their own people are buying. It's now taking somebody from outside from the camp of the same people when they try to resist against, now they come they tell, oh, exactly. They care for their people, even if they not care for your own. So if they're not they sabi lie the way Nigerians they lie. Your officials, your own people, you they lie. Bold face. See Reno for there looking like a starched he-goat. See as he sit down for there with that in white baby when it be like this thing mop. Eh? They don't use their mouth talk the truth now. That's it. Let's continue. See the truth. The Mike cannot not give up. Now so he hold the Reno block us. So he said the truth about Reno Omokri is sad. I have seen it up close. Last year on his birthday safari in Kenya, he stayed at my home in Texas. Most recently, he hosted me in Abuja. Reno does not lie like most liars. He is calm, he's cool, he's constant, up close, he's a reptilian, chilling, soulless, yet so charming. Once he posted a video flaunting luxury cars, claiming they were his. 2 belonged to a friend of mine. Reno visited, rode in them, filmed them, and claimed ownership. A total fabrication. Oh, Ochovelo. Shame, shame. I stayed quiet then, but started watching closely. On my recent fact-finding trip about Nigeria's prosecution crisis, he promised meetings with Tinubu, NSA Ribadu, and the Sultan of Sokoto. None happened. Looking back, those promises were props for his narrative, for clout and manipulation. At his birthday last year, big names showed up expecting Goodluck Jonathan. That was a lie. They left fast, dodging his shameless PR stunt. They thanked me for showing them the quickest escape route on the map. Oh, baby, I love this one, rich grand. In Abuja, after 30 hours of travel, Reno pulled me into a photo op with the compromised CAN chairman. I barely got 60 seconds to change my shirt. He whispered, "Don't mention you just arrived." In the meeting, he implied we'd been there longer. He took credit for trips I have funded, planned, and endured over 6 years, presenting it as part of the fact-finding mission that he had organized. He repeated this with the next group. On live TV, he called me the current mayor of Blanco, Texas. False. He knows it. He also said I'm a Republican mayor. We don't even have partisan municipal elections. I haven't been active in any party for 30 years. He claimed I'm a personal friend of Ted Cruz. Also false. I shook Cruz's hand in a receiving line a decade ago. That's it. He introduced my travel companion as a prominent Republican filmmaker. Not true. My friend does hobby projects. Nothing major in decades. I don't know what party he favors. How do you know if Reno Omokri is lying? His lips are moving. This isn't bitterness. This is accountability. When someone denies genocide, twist the truth. Eh? Well. Sorry. When someone denies genocide, twists truth, and poses as a Christian voice, character matters. The one who practices deceit shall not dwell in my house. Here we go with the Bible scriptures. He who speaks lies shall not continue before my eyes. Psalm 101 verse 7. Reno, I don't hate you, but I can't cover for you. I have seen too much. Lying to inflate is one thing. Lying to cover up the Christian genocide raging in Nigeria is a bridge too far. People must know Reno as a pathological, habitual, calculating, self-serving liar from someone who knows him personally. So they won't trust the sleazy attempts to bury the blood of tens of thousands of Nigerian martyrs. When they born these people, they not say they will come be martyr. They come to live a life, fulfill purpose. They not give them chance. They don't turn them to martyrs. They not ask for martyrdom. Okay, make I read the go. With the manure spewing from his mouth, it is hard to fathom. I have never seen anything so stone cold evil. But come on now, guy. Oyibo, sorry. You say what? You never see? You are surrounded. Your people be like that. Should we go there? Okay. Well, I not blame you. The Nigerians, when they don't know themselves, our so-called politicians and their mouthpieces, when they don't turn to slaves, to luxury. If he doesn't repent, Omokri will go down as Nigerians' Joseph Goebbels, cast into the lake of eternal fire. He's gaslighting a nation with Christians and innocent Nigerians suffer. When Omokri has the blood of innocent on his lying tongue, he doesn't care what's an ocean of martyrs' blood to him, so long as he secures the phantom appointment Tinubu dangles before him. I am convinced he sees the victims as lesser humans, a pure sociopath. Most Nigerians view him as a perpetually flip-flopping court jester, but with his latest flip into the killing fields, he is now more like Stephen King's IT, an evil clown in a gutter, luring innocent people to their pie. Reno claims he keeps meticulous records, so do I. This could get fun. By the way, his grand plan is to run for vice president under NSA Ribadu. The man even laughed after he write that. So that's the plan. That's why Reno is twisting and turning himself into pretzel to lie and lie and lie, turn himself to a jest, to a court jester. I almost hope it happens. Nigerians worldwide, from the highest to the lowest, revile him as a self-deluded tool, an emasculated, that's the word, narcissistic peacock. Oh my God! Hell! That's when people carry themselves, give Oyibo, make it slaughter. Tell me why they go respect una. Peter Obi's used toilet paper would pull better. Even soggy. Yeah. It has more integrity. But if you're a Nigerian reading this, you probably already knew. This is it. It even show, it can't post video. Post the video of where Obedience mocked my cars as cheap cars, so I added the price tag for it. See, he do one for Obedience. Obedience, una do this one. Una do this one, una drag this man so he can't dey lie. He can't dey look for people cars to use stay pose. See, he share for Facebook. See, how? Let me read comments. That's true. But guess what, though? You give them the opportunity. You give them the opportunity to posture themselves. You can't blame them. When your people, the mouthpiece of your own politicians don't care about your lives. They don't care. This is what it is. Do you know that one of the reasons Tinubu trying to set the election let me see. Said the election in November is so that one of the governors don't bastard him by making him lose in any of their. Exactly. You don't clock him. The disparity between rich and poor in UK and America is huge, with tax breaks going to the rich and powerful. Kene, abeg, leave that thing. Help me tell and Tracy. Help me drag Kene in a scale of taking care at least. They have social security for their people. Tell me where in Nigeria you have that. Bam. Reno na big scammer na, clout chaser. He dey form anyhow. Same social security that was put in place decades ago is what GOP is removing funding for. My point is that there's no people that have monopoly of good or evil. I'm not talking Nigeria. You said blacks, Tracy. So as long as Reno is breathing, he's lying according to his former mayor. I'm telling you. What Thomas Sankara did in 4 years, no Igbo country, that's not the point here, Kene. I'm sorry, I understand where you're coming from, but totally not the point here. We're not having that argument here. We're not going to have that argument here because lives are at stake. If your people, your government officials and their mouthpiece, right, cannot put their greed, corruption, and luxury, fake luxury life aside and stand for their people, I'm sorry, they deserve what they get. If your Igbo man come posture himself like their savior, now them give them the opportunity. How many of your Nigerians are on the streets protesting? How many of them are come out and to tear down this government? How many? We're not going to have that argument today. I hear what you're saying and I understand. I know exactly what you're saying. But that argument is not going to fly right now. I'm sorry. Even the guy say now only small road construction and parades them they do for him city and not running around to know that. I'm telling you. You know, see as he take talk, the guy said the closest he got to tell was to shake his hand from the crowd. It not be like Nigerian when one lie. Nigerian politicians and their mouthpiece. You are judging social security by American standard. Think of all those Scandinavian countries and see the way they treat their citizens. Thank you. Social security net Gaddafi had in Libya was better than, yeah, that's true, but that's not the argument today, Kene. I'm sorry. Your people have made you look bad. Your politicians and their mouthpiece have made you look bad. I'm sorry. Now that they have given the opportunity for one Igbo man to come and posture himself as a savior, ain't nothing we can do about it. Okay? All we do here is talk. Okay? The Nigerians that are hit hard directly, they ain't doing shit. They're not doing anything. They're moving along, looking for their coming taxes is coming January 1st. I don't see no outcry. Nothing. So please, we're not going to have that argument today. Oh. Me, I know what you're saying, but today, oh, sorry. Now your people, they shit from their head. Not your head, sorry, but you know what I mean. And they will never we build by ourselves and no one else. Well, it's true. Yeah, he looks like a clown from He said na peacock. Of course, you not see where he wear agbada with the stash. Have good social security with high tax. Libya with Gaddafi was much better. No, we know they argue that one right now, Kenny. We know they argue. I know say they pay you, but the point to the mumu when you go there, go make una look like saying una not get any help. See for that room, everybody, people supposed flood that room. They for supposed drag Reno come out, use Koboko flog gun. That's what they're supposed to do. Say the man they lie. But where were they? I know that you're not supporting. I'm just saying that your argument is that, oh, Gaddafi is better, Africa, we can do our own. Yes, I agree. But the question at hand, the waiting at the show now how your people have positioned themselves to make this Oyibo man look like a savior. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Is it not the politicians, the corrupt politicians and the dosa that have... What are we going to do? The country is sinking. It's already gone. What are we doing? What are we going to do about it? Just did a video of IMF saying that the looting in Nigeria is causing social breakdowns of the Nigerian system, even though same IMF. Guess what? I forget who said they asked. I saw somewhere somebody was saying that they asked somebody who works for the IMF that they know that why you keep borrowing these people money when you know that they don't use it for their people. You know what the person said to them? They said it's not up to them to hold them accountable. It's up to the citizens. You see how messed up this whole thing is? These people don't care. So they just dole out the money. Tell me, if you spend your credit card, you not pay your debt on time, wetin happen? Wetin go happen? They go send the debt collectors after you. They go call you. They go call your phone. You don't know. They get headache. If you have any money when you don't go, when you not pay, they go come after you. IRS first. They don't put the same checks in place for countries because why? They are after their resources. They don't care about you. So if tomorrow Tinubu wake up saying won't borrow, he's their favorite customer. He say won't borrow 27 billion money when they never see for this world. Guess what? They're going to give it to him. And wait, they're expecting you, the citizens, to come out and come and protest. With all the protests that Kenyans did, what has happened? What has happened? Is this guy not, is Ruto not still there? Is Ruto not still there? Anyway, let's move along.
We the people are accepting your tax policy under one condition, that you also pass into law the death penalty for embezzlement and the misappropriation of public funds. So let's come 50-50. Since the Nigerian government has not found ways to make the lives of Nigerians better, but always looking for ways to strangulate the people, come with your tax policy and we ask and demand for the death penalty. So that while you are taxing our lives, taxing the living daylight out of Nigerians, out of youth, out of people who are looking for alternative means of survival, we can be putting our eyes on where the money is going to, how it's being implemented, the duration of that implementation, and which projects it covers. And then anybody who misappropriate that funds, we know how to send them to the ropes. So this is what we want as the people of this country. Yes, you want to tax so that money can be moving around, you contribute, money will move around so that you can go about, executing projects despite all the FAC allocation, despite all the VATs that we've been paying, despite all the petroleum subsidy that has been removed, despite everything. This tax is very important to you. So we want the death penalty. And to every youth in this country, that is the protest. Yes to tax under the condition that you give us the death penalty in this country. Because what we lack in this country is accountability. And in every parastatal, every arm of government, all the way down, nobody is available to be held accountable for their actions. Everybody is dodging accountability. And so we need systems in place that will checkmate this. That will be able to show that, yes, if you do this, these are the consequences, and this is how we hold you accountable. So there's no need, because we understand these games that you are playing. We understand the games that you keep playing. I'm talking to the presidency, I'm talking to all the House of Rep members, I'm talking to all the senators. We understand the game. Bring the law, but keep it next year. Let's see how these guys are going to get angry, whether it's looking like what we used to understand. Make we observe them, see whether this is their normal anger now, don't worry. So put it far away so that you can expend our energy getting angry, so that by the time it comes, we just ease into it. And so I'm saying that if you people want to protest, if everybody is ready to protest, this is the protest. This is not a no, say no to tax. No, all the placard must be reading yes to death penalty, yes to tax, yes to death penalty. That is what we want. And they cannot change it when they pass it into law after 50 years. By then, the next generation that are coming are going to understand what consequences look like. And it's going to help shape the narrative of the Nigerian child. You cannot change it till after 50 years. So there will be no president that can come and change it. There will be no no Senate that can come and change, no lawman. Because the people have demanded it and it should be put in place. So that is the protest. All placards, all banners, yes to your tax policy, give us the death penalty. That is what we want. So you as a youth, you as a citizen of this country, that is the demand. Not going to say we no go agree, we no go agree. Or that we no go agree. Every time we no go agree. That's what happened in Benue. People lost their lives. People came out to protest. What has happened to those lives? Even the IDP camps that they went to, they couldn't get enough food because some people were already misappropriating those palliatives that were given to them. So we need something in place to to checkmate everybody. You want it. You need the death penalty.
Meanwhile, they don't carry on a Minister of Finance go UK. They don't carry and go UK for treatment. All right? They deny am. They came out, oh, he's well, everything is good for him. He's well. Nothing they happen, nothing missing, nothing broke. Mona liver. He's well, oh. They don't carry and go UK for treatment. See, false identity syndrome, according to Jimmy here. People now value perception over purpose. Financial misplacement. Annie, welcome. Oh. Long time. How you dey? Financial misplacement. Many spend money looking rich instead of becoming stable. The same 200,000 naira used to convert an iPhone could build an online skill, a side hustle, or a micro business. Cultural decay. We are teaching the next generation that it's okay to pretend, not to produce. How it looks matters more than what it truly is. There is nothing but a technological confusion. Converted iPhone XR to 17 Pro Max can't perform like the real one. It becomes a symbol of self-deception, a metaphor for a nation that paints over problems instead of fixing the engine. The seriousness at which they are concerned about the cost of conversion bothers me. Let's move along. Not be that one.
Okay, well, that is what are they benefiting that other states are not benefiting.
Exactly.
Okay, well, politically, when you belong to the ruling party, you have access to...
We don't know any. We don't know.
The national caucus of the ruling party. Perhaps there could be some interpersonal relationship between the president and some of the governors within his party that sometimes could smoothen certain kind of relationship between states and the federal government. But that as an aside, before he talked about a connection to the center, he said something about the Southeast, Enugu specifically, being a very loyal and consistent support base for the PDP since 1998, and that at the end of the day, their voices were not heard. The party kind of disregarded the region, took the region for granted, and so that forms part of the reasons why he and some other people from that region are actually living into the ruling APC. And I think that for me is the most important reason why the PDP has lost influence, not just in the south, but across the southern part of this country. And in the prelude to the 2022 presidential primaries of the PDP, I had written extensively, well circulated, well publicized opinion articles, where we cautioned the PDP against the idea of jettisoning zoning of the presidency to the south by 2023 by leaving open its contestation for the presidency because of the winnability factor, which saw Atiku Abubakar taking the ticket of the PDP. We had warned that if the PDP does not zone to the south, and specifically to the southeast, that the party was going to run into troubled waters and sink into oblivion in the post-Buhari era, and that seems to be happening. So whatever crisis you are seeing in the PDP today, particularly the one happening in court today, is simply a symptom of a deeper ailment. You see, the violation of zoning in the PDP was like a mortal sin that the PDP committed. And when he did that, of course, you know the good book says the wages of sin is death. The southern part of this country has been the most consistent support base for the PDP, especially when it fell from power in 2015. The southeast particularly was like the lifeblood, the oxygen that kept the PDP afloat. At the time that there was a strong agitation, 17 southern governors met in Asaba to say, look, we want the presidency to shift to the south. Expectedly, the APC is made up of an alliance between the north and the southwest, led by the current president, Bola Tinubu, who was then the leader of the opposition. But the PDP is an alliance between some sections of the north and the south, and especially the southeast. So one would have expected that while the APC would gravitate towards the southwest, coming to the south, the PDP should have gravitated towards the southeast, coming to the south as well. So in this instance, people like Atiku Abubakar and others from the north should have mobilized support towards the southeast. And in this instance, the party was so fortunate that they had a candidate or an aspirant, a figure then in the PDP, who was so phenomenally popular ahead of even the presidential primaries that everybody thought common sense. He ticks all the boxes. He's from the right part of the country. He has the qualities that have been able to galvanize and inspire such a level of followership as we've not seen before in Nigerian politics. And I'm talking about Mr. Peter Obi.
And they lost the chance.
They lost that chance.
Okay.
And they lost the southeast in the process. Look, you might be looking at the campaign today. Let me tell you something. Anambra State, which used to be a hotbed of PDP politics, had its governorship primaries some months ago. Nobody, not one single individual, picked the form to contest for the primaries on the platform of the PDP.
Oh, well, Nigeria has gone into a one-party state. I don't know. Meanwhile, this is what they did, though. The match that they played earlier, whether not yesterday or whenever. See, and they say defend Nigerian Christians. I don't know. Nigeria matter, eh? Meanwhile, they don't drop Kemi Badinoko. They don't dump Amo. They don't vote against Kemi Badnoch in the upcoming election. They say they no want time. Make it go back.
Esther, don't mind Agbabe, they are G3. The sanction that is coming is not going to be imposed on all Nigerians. It's going to be targeted on political leaders who look the other side while Christians are being massacred. Yes, it's going to be a targeted sanction, and that is what they are afraid of. All the political leaders in Nigeria who look the other side when these things are going on. They are the ones, after all, they know them, they know their details, they know the role they are playing. So you cannot hoodwink America when it comes to insecurity. They know what is going on. They know, and we have been saying it here. If you say that other tribes are other religions, how many of them? Those ones are what I call collateral damage. Benue and Plateau are crying out today that some of their communities have been taken over. Is it a fact? Okay, tell me, these other core Hausa Fulani states that are suffering this type of thing. Esther, in Kano State, did you hear that terrorists have taken over part of Kano? They have sacked all the villagers, renamed the place and take it over. In Sokoto, did you hear such a story? I mean, all the core Hausa Fulani states in the north, Katsina. So, what are you telling me here? Why is it prevalent in all the Christian states? Especially Plateau and Benue. Since the time of Buhari, consistently, even Southern Kaduna, where you have predominantly Christians, you saw what happened under El-Rufai. All those facts, you mean the international community, they are not seeing it. You forgot that they have embassies in Nigeria. And they have a commercial section where they read all our papers and monitor all the things that are going on here. So which ad hoc arrangement are you going to make that they are not aware of? You are wasting your time. They are aware. They know what is happening here. Even all this thing that is very selective. How these terrorists are pampered because of their religion. How about that? The Mieti Allah leader that was released all of a sudden, in spite of what he did, no, those ones are not facts, Abi. Okay, have you treated the Christians who are equally agitating in the same manner? Sunday Boho is still on exile. He can't come home because DSS are still waiting for him.
Well, he's been asking for the president to wade into it.
But has it been done?
He's still on exile. He's still on exile. So what are you telling me? Meanwhile, these guys are here, walking about with AK-47, all because of their religious leaning. Northern leaders are aware. They know what they have done. And they are not apologetical about it. What Sheikh Gumi have been doing and saying is well known to everybody in Nigeria. Let any other Christian go and do the same thing and see what will happen. You went to go and talk with bandits in the bush. Let one Igbo man go and discuss with IPOB leaders anywhere they are. And then let us see what will happen to that man. So you can see what we are talking about. The facts are there. It's just that the federal government of Nigeria want to deny the truth. Okay, the 400 names they gave you, if they are Christian names, will you still hide it? Esther? Oh, so what are you trying to...
So you're saying they're deliberately hiding those names?
Very, very deliberate. When Tinubu told you he will continue where Buhari stopped.
Do you think that was a political statement?
It was not, because
in the same breath they said they inherited a terrible economy.
Leave all those ones. He's acting out what he said. That is where I now believe him. If not, why is he pampering the terrorists? Esther, can you explain one single reason why Tinubu is pampering the terrorists? Has he been very blunt with them? Except making statement that you know that he is not even ready to enforce. How many times have he given marching order that is of no effect? Yet he left the military chiefs there. Donald Trump will give you order and he didn't see result and you are still in office. You know it cannot happen. You know it will never happen. So why is it different in Nigeria? And you have a Muslim ticket too. So what is the benefit of all these things? Meanwhile, terrorists are increasing in number. More are coming into Nigeria. All because of what? Religious sentiments. Didn't you see what happened when the Lukarawas came? They say they accepted them as their brother. Is that not one of the statements that was made when they entered Sokoto? They said they accepted them as their brother. Brother in faith, Abi. My dear, they should start deceiving themselves. I don't like it when people want to play pranks on me. I don't like it. Either that know the truth, they don't want to say it. You know all the statements northern Muslim leaders have made concerning this insecurity. Does it show you that they are very serious about it? When Jonathan wanted to wipe them out, Esther, what happened? Did they not start writing petition all over the world that Jonathan want to retaliate what they did to the Igbos during the war? Yeah. All of a sudden, Nigerians have forgotten all these things. They are forgotten. Meanwhile, the whole world is taking note. And when we now raise it up, you say there is nothing like that. So until they wipe out everybody, Abi, those people that are occupying Benue villages and the Plateau villages, who are they?
Not just Benue villages.
Are they Christians?
They are everywhere.
So at least
everywhere.
It is more prevalent in those two states. Those two states. This one is in villages. This one you can say, okay, they are in the bushes and all that, but villages. Those people, are they Christians? That is the question you should be asking.
Okokobioko. I'm telling you, Kene, they are still playing propaganda with the new tax laws. You know, say Nigerians. Now, when the thing don't hit them, bam. Now that time their eye they clear. When everywhere supposed to they shake right now because they don't know what the tax feels like. They don't understand what's coming to them. They do not. That's the problem. Reminds me of that guy telling us how INEC reforms don't change our election for good. Only for INEC to send results with airpiece bus to Abuja. Hey, Osalo boy, Nigeria. I see wetin D7 talk. I get the video. I go play am for now. As I don't mind myself, it be like say when I enter Edo State now, I must wear Tinubu's demonic infinity cap and begin shout on your mandate. Oh my God. Oh my God. Eh? Oh my God. I see the video. I think I saved it. I'm going to play for you guys. So, make una see terrorists arriving for peace talks with Nigerian government. See them. See them. See them. See military, not the person wear camouflage for there. See them. Oh. Michael, not try yourself. God forbid. To fear kwa. God forbid. If I dream, I go wake up. I go bath. Eh? Say, which kind of sleep with that? Which kind of dream? I'm telling you, Kene. Meanwhile, the court is what we get for Nigeria now. Only to they do very mediocre things. This is where they are needed. Maybe they say they're strong. Oriyomi, you say wait, no show tonight. Oh my goodness! Me all of una we on a T-Pain cap now. Eh? More na we on a infinity cap come, or whatever that cap means. See. Oh, Nigeria. So these people, the government want to say they don't know where they did. You know why they do anything about them? Because they want to use them for election 2027. That's why they want to use them against the people 2027 election. You want to bet? That's exactly why. Oriyomi, sorry, no verse. I don't know anything to tell you. You go wear the cap by force, by fire, by force. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. See terrorists in a country with military, with police, with DSS. See them. See them. And they are even on Okada. See them. With their weapons, so the citizens not get weapons. See them. Oh, Nigeria. Oh. Yeah. So this former I don't know, Secretary General of the Federation, former presidential aspirant, and one of the leaders of Afenifere, Chief Olufalaye, according to one APC person here, his name is Sunday Dare. He said he has scored President Tinubu's reforms very high, describing the reforms as bold and timely. Delivery to me had to respond to him and say, let it be noted that the Olu of Ilu Abu has no association with Afenifere, and let it be further noted that the Afenifere does not have any factions. Oba Olufalaye is the putative leader of the Tinubu version of Afenifere, much in the style of his rented bishops and electoral oros. Make I play this short video for now of how Nigerian brain dey work. Make I na David Udeni na poster. How African brains were turned into mulch. Yeah.
Oi, get back here. You can't do that.
What?
Wear red shoes.
Why not?
It's forbidden, that's why.
Who says?
The president, he doesn't like red shoes.
Which president?
The president of the world government.
The world government? I didn't know there was a world government.
Well, there is, and they've made a law against red shoes, and you've been caught.
Okay, well, what do I have to do?
Die. Electric chair.
What?
Death penalty.
For wearing red shoes?
The president doesn't like them.
That's not fair.
The president is a just president.
I don't want to die.
You don't have to.
But you said...
But the president murdered his own son. The president really likes you, so he murdered his own son so that he wouldn't have to punish you. Red shoes, death penalty. So, you deserve to die, but someone else was murdered instead of you. So how does that make you feel? Someone died for you and your filthy shoe habits.
Really?
Yes, he loves you so much. He's so merciful.
You mean I don't have to go to trial because he murdered someone else for my filthy crime?
That's right. Do you accept it?
Yes, it's just amazing what the president has done for me. I deserve to die, but because of his grace, he saved my life.
You got it.
What an amazingly powerful president. I'm going to thank him for the rest of my life.
That's how the average African brain thinks. Into David today. Okay, moving along.
Lagos shorter than Coastal Road. Of course, I need the Coastal Road. It makes journey to Lagos shorter than going through the East-West Road. But if I were to be the president, I will expand the East-West Road. I will rehabilitate the East-West Road. The East-West Road takes you direct to the same Lagos that they want you to go to. I will construct the bridge from Ikore Bene to Calabar. That bridge, when Buhari was in government, was priced at 500 billion. Let's even assume that it's gone to maybe 600 to 700 billion. Then expand and complete the rehabilitation of the East-West Road. That's another thing, about 1 trillion to 2 trillion. So if you put 3 trillion on the East-West Road, that takes you straight to Lagos. Right? And it covers all, when you hear all the south states, excluding Delta. So when you get to Edo, you rehabilitate the Benin-Asaba Road. Right? Once you do that, you have achieved the same objective as Coastal Road. Because at this particular point in time, Nigeria is not rich enough to spend that kind of money, where they say 3 trillion naira to rehabilitate the East-West Road and construct a new bridge from Ikore Bene to Calabar. And you will achieve the same objective of getting to Lagos and getting to all the Niger Delta states. If it's South states, then you achieve that objective. If it's Niger Delta states, then when you get to Benin, you expand the Benin-Asaba Road. When you get to Uyo or Port Harcourt, you and that will not cost you more than 3 trillion naira because the road already exists. The rehabilitation is in progress. The contractors are being owed money. So pay them their money, ask them to complete. The East-West Road actually begins at Warri. So when you get to Warri, you continue to repair the Warri-Lagos Road. You're in Lagos. You've spent only 3 trillion naira. You have said...
You said that the renewed hope. Renewed hope is coming to tell me lies? And when they call you a liar and you said that people, you said go and get him arrested. Why should you be lying? Why should you come to tell the whole world that there is a tremendous development in our various local governments? Oga, why? Do you know the meaning of tremendous? Do you know the meaning of development? Have you traveled? So that shows that you know when you were in Imo State, was it the first day? You would have asked the governor to take you to Mbise. No road. Mbise, where I come from. The 3 local governments in Mbise, no road. No access road. No access road. And you say that there is a tremendous progress. And that you are giving this, you say that the states are getting more money. You remove subsidy. The only thing that the masses are benefiting, you remove it and say that you are giving more money to all these criminals. It's unfair. Mr. President, don't you know what they're doing with the money? As the money is coming, they are converting it to dollars. As the allocation is coming, you see Bureau de Change in the government house coming with dollars. They said that they needed money they want to use to fight in 2027. It's unfair. I don't know how you will get to bed and sleep. Go to Aminu Kano Center, that HMD is here. I went there. I saw some people, Nigerians, eating from that dustbin. All those expired goods. The people, Nigerians are eating from the dustbin. It's not that I saw it. The other one at Gimbia Street, in the dustbin, I saw Nigerians eating from there. One woman. The other day, in my house where I'm living, this thing, what do you call it? The bread, wheat bread I bought, I left it in the car. After 10 days, I saw the bread. I said, this bread I've been looking for, because I put it in the this thing, what do you call it? In the pigeonhole. I brought it. So I now put it in a dustbin. Only for me to see one woman with 3 children go into that dustbin, pick that bread. They were eating it. I shouted from upstairs. I said, "I'm not out there. Shut out there." He was speaking outside to me. I call my gate man, come, give him 10,000 naira. But I go and throw that thing out. So my man will say, say if they leave there, they will still come back home. I say, carry that 10,000, go buy food. Don't come here again. So that thing is not good. My gate man here outside. He was speaking outside too. But he greeted me, I would have left.
Can you imagine that? This is the level Nigeria has gotten to. People, they scavenge from those bins to eat. That thing not they happen for villages, not they happen for communities. Now only Lagos, me I know say I don't see that one before. And I used to wonder then, I say, instead of doing all of this, why don't you go back to the village? Must you stay in Lagos? People don't turn homeless for Lagos. Those are the places that even if that happened at all, those now in Lagos it dey happen. And this was during Tinubu's era in Lagos. Me, I don't even know say na governor that time. I wasn't too familiar, I not too put mouth for politics, so I don't really know what they happen. Can you imagine? People are now scavenging dustbin. Did you ever think that Nigeria will turn out like this? Did you ever think that?
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu released Nnamdi Kanu. If you can make deals with people slaughtering our people in large numbers, if you can be sending APC members to go and attend wedding of bandits in the forest, if you and your government, like
Tinubu needs them for election to find more Nigerians. He's not going to do anything. Now they waste on time.
You will be keeping Nnamdi Kanu in prison for talking. Since he has been talking, how many times has his people revolted? People talk. We are killing this man little by little inside the prison. 7 years for talking. And I am begging you, please, all those monkeys, the gorillas that are representing you, or Nonunga, or whatever they call his name, that are calling people like us, people who are asking for you to please release Nnamdi Kanu, anarchists. Muzzle them. And lastly, why I'm begging you, you see these people that you are destroying their lives and livelihood. Because your wife already gave the instruction long time ago, the Oba of Lagos said, we will take your things and we will throw you in the lagoon. And you are already doing it. It can cause uprising in Nigeria, Your Excellency. don't forget pé àárín Èkó ni gbogbo wọn wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn tógun bá ṣẹlẹ̀ Èkó náà ti máa jà wọ́n dẹ̀ ní tí erin méjì bá kóra ibi tí erin méjì bá ti jà property tí ẹ ń kójọ yẹn ló máa suffer. Let Nnamdi Kanu go and stop the ethnic cleansing that is going on in Lagos State. Ethnic cleansing is what is going on in Lagos State. And gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá tó bá ń sọ wípé it's right, a jẹ́ pé ìran yín ò kọ́lé rí. Torí ẹni tí bàbá inú yín bá kọ́lé tí ì ṣe pé ó jí owó kọ́lé o, kò ní máa wò pé kán destroy ilé onílé. We are not talking about houses that were built illegally. These are houses that were built with the approval of the state government. But because the president's wife said, "Ama Joguni," the Oba of Lagos said, "Ama Joguni," and we will throw you into the bushes and call the Orisha to come. That is what we are doing. What is going on in Lagos is ethnic cleansing. And if you allow these people to be pushed to the wall, Tiwala Bashele, just one riot, it's not going to be funny, Your Excellency. Those people who are backing you, they are backing you because they are eating from you. Tiwala Bashele, none of them will wear it. Let Nnamdi Kanu be released and stop the Igbo ethnic cleansing in Lagos State. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni mímí òní tó síbi tó ti ṣe nǹkan tí ò dá. Ẹ má kórí burúkú rẹ̀ wá yìí pípọ̀ wọn.
Wọ́n ti kórí orí burúkú wá o. It's too late. Baba, it's too late. Orí burúkú, see you. I get one video. Make I play this video of this guy. Nigeria's next presidential and governorship elections may hold in November 2026, following a proposal by the National Assembly to move the polls 6 months earlier than usual. Hey, I laugh in French and Chinese. Let me see. Meanwhile, Tinubu's son's birthday, come and see celebration. Sote, a whole federal organization was celebrating him as well. Abia people, see fountain water now. Now they bust out. They happy. I happy for them, oh. I happy for them.
Religious to those that we pardon. And if you ask me, that list is...
Ataya, Itresia, with your maker talk now.
People like Lawrence Anini, maybe Abubakar Shekau, maybe people like Shinorambo.
Their names are missing from the list.
Pardon, to let us know that it has gone wrong. You see, the powers given to the president under the prerogative of mercy section of the Constitution is to be exercised with the utmost sense of caution, with an aim to reconcile, to heal, and to bring about...
Do you know what I heard? I heard that those people that he pardoned, that he did not know. That's what they are saying. That he did not know the list that they gave to him. He did not look. He just signed it. God. Nigeria has gone to the dogs. He did not know. He signed for their pardon. He didn't even bother to look to say, okay, let me even cross-check to see, to make sure. No. They give him, pad the names, he just sign them. Talk about carelessness. Talk about carelessness. Now, Tinubu Senate, they seek confirmation of, he don't write Senate. Tinubu don't write Senate, say he won't confirm the new INEC chairman. When Nati say they will be pushed back, no, they won't be pushed back. Mokuna listen to this proposed NAS bill mandates electronic transmission of election results. Make una listen to this man. If una ear no go pain you now. Make I just read them first. In a bid to increase electoral transparency, the legislature has proposed a bill that could make the electronic transmission of results mandatory. Currently under Section 60, subsection 5 of the 2022 Electoral Act, result transmission is discretionary based on INEC's chosen method. The new bill represents a significant step forward, going beyond electoral date adjustments. It also ensures that candidates are not sworn in until all elections are resolved. Hey, let's listen to this.
Right, thank you. The legislature has embarked on this process, I believe, to make the electoral process more transparent.
Yep, exactly.
Also with respect to compilation and transmission of results of elections. And if you look at the bill being proposed, my understanding is that it includes making electronic transmission now mandatory. Under the 2022 Electoral Act, transmission of election results was not mandatory, because by Section 60, subsection 5, it makes it largely discretionary, as transmission of results will be based on such process or method adopted or prescribed by INEC. But the new electoral bill, which is being considered now by the National Assembly, is proposing that transmission of results will now be mandatory with respect to electronic transmission. So the implication is that it will no longer be a matter of discretion, and the use of IREV and other materials required under the Act will now be mandatory. So I believe that it is not just a shift in the date of the election alone, it is also mandatory that results of elections will now be transmitted both manually and electronically. So it will no longer be a matter of discretion. And the shift in the date of conducting the election and the time for determining appeals is also aimed at ensuring that the process will now be more transparent. And you know, there has been an agitation over time that persons returned at elections ought not to be sworn in before petitions challenging their returns will be determined. I think one of the champions of this is Dr. Olisa Agbakoba, SAN, and the idea actually got a lot of approvals from the Nigerians across board. And on this basis, the National Assembly is now considering that the date for the conduct of the election should be brought earlier, rather than maybe about 90 days before the date of handing over. Then it is now being made at least 180 days before the date of handing over. That will enable the tribunal, and with the dates being shortened for determination of election petitions and the appeals, it will now make it possible for challenges mounted by politicians against results of elections to be determined before the person returned will be sworn in. I think it is to meet public demand of ensuring that somebody will not stay in office taking money in terms of allowances and pecuniary and salaries, only for him now to be declared unfit to have been returned in an election.
Hey! See as he sit down, wear suit. All the things where they come out from his mouth. Hogwash. Somebody shout power. Hogwash. Hey, Mona, listen.
I want to show you people what is going on in a country. This is Abuja, a country that used
you can't
to
see
be
his
a place
face.
where green areas were settled.
Nah, some lawyer,
Today,
nah, something Adegoke. You don't need to see his face now. You know,
so the
forget
person
his face.
who is reclaiming, who
it's not
they
what
have
it.
reallocated. This is a waterway. This is a waterway. This place. This is a waterway. Look at it there. Look at it. This is a canal. Wike allocated this land Wike allocated this land to this man. The reason they have destroyed this, he allocated this so they can build. Look at it. They are building on a canal, blocking the waterway. This is the country that we handed over to Wike. FCT, that El Rufai spent his time clearing out the waterways. This is what Wike has come to do. Everywhere now, Wike will demolish green areas and reallocate them to people to build. This is what they are doing. They have gone, that is the property, the owners of that property. They are the same people, they have reclaimed, they have reallocated. So all the green areas in this area is adjacent to Maitama Hospital. This is what is happening. So the building you see there, the owners of that building, just because they have money and they are weakest cronies, this is what happened. Over there is another waterway. They are building across it all, blocked completely. So all the gardens and the restaurants we had, they have been demolished in spite of a court order. In spite of a court order. So when I tell you people, I say, whatever you do in Nigeria, make sure that you are nobody's victim. This is what I mean. So all of this water you see, they intend to block it up to that end there. Yes. This is Tinubu's Nigeria. This is it.
Hey. So this Arnold guy, finish, he posts the full 1 hour video or more. He posts the full 1 hour video. Where they drag Reno Mockery like I better pass my neighbor generator. Okay. Let's laugh a little, please. A little.
Yes. Yeah, please sit down.
Thank you.
Sit down.
Sorry.
Thank you. It is high time you join our party. Yes. Wow. As if it's a bad thing. It shouldn't be a surprise. I don't think you have to think about it too much because everybody has joined. All the governors, both the...
It will not sit well on my conscience. I'm sorry.
You don't have to. It doesn't have to sit well on your conscience. You sit well on it. You don't have to let it sit on your conscience. You sit on it.
Sit on it. It's a good place.
It's a good place.
Yes.
That's it.
Where else would you like to be? If not in a winning party.
A winning party. And the reason why we are here is because we love what you are doing. As a local government chairman, everybody loves you. You are working for them.
Yes, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yes, exactly. And that is because we are giving you money.
Guys, double tap to like, double tap your screen device, or click on the 3 dots to like the video. Please, it's free. You don't have to pay for the likes. Double tap your screen if you haven't done so already. For those who have, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. But please continue to double tap your screen device to like the show. Thank you.
From your pockets, Governor.
You know, the other time you came out, you said they are giving you award, best chairman, but you forgot. Yeah? That is from my pocket.
You're too kind.
If I did not give you, where would you see the money to do the road and the pipe-borne water you are doing?
Exactly.
You are doing good through me. Let's make it official.
This one go hard some more.
I thought about it. I said, I'm not just going to call. I'm going to give you some offers. Some juicy ones, okay? How about I make you the speaker? The House of Assembly.
House of Assembly. Yes. House of Assembly.
What do you say?
Well, if my people think that I've worked for them and they want to make me the speaker, I will appreciate it.
It's not the people that make the speaker.
No, not at all.
Since when did people start making the speaker?
You are the...
In fact, all the position is the one we point will become a speaker. The one who point and kill. That's our party now. That's the slogan of our party. Point and kill. Yes. Anybody we point, both from local government chairman or whoever we decide, Who takes the power?
Of course.
Who goes there is who goes you. Deputy governor. Deputy governor. I know you are some. Don't worry.
You're too kind.
Don't worry.
And I wonder where you got your heart from. You're too kind.
What shall the meek do?
How?
Telling you. You know, out of the abundance of my heart, take it from me to you. Take it.
I must be strict with you, Your Excellency. I don't think I want it. I don't think I can do this.
Check it.
What is this for? I didn't apply for any project.
This time around, you are the project. We are commissioning you to join our party.
The work in the show.
The work in the show.
Yes.
These are not less than, millions of dollars. We didn't count it. Just join our party. In fact, don't even join officially. Don't make a video. Just say you support us. Retain the party. Retain your party. What's the name of that your party? Retain it. But support us. Okay?
Your Excellency, I don't think I can accept this. Please.
It's okay. What's this? Just a moment, I'm coming. When I was coming out, my daughter gave me this.
It could be later.
Yeah?
All this.
What's this? Please let me smile it. My nose is blocking. Me not watch him.
Yeah, that kata.
Smell it. What's that?
Man, 70 years old man. Oh, I'm not
Is it powder?
It's powder.
It's powder. Just drop it. You will trash it later. Drop it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The flagging of ego does not stop it from being priced in the market. You know that.
Rich ones and cup of tea.
It's either we do this peacefully or we do it by what? By pieces. But we don't want to go that route. Everybody has joined. Yeah? Everybody has joined. We can do go.
Say Charlie boys are Mumu don't tomorrow. Charlie boy
who do you think you are? Join our party. A party that is making you giving you money to do wonders. You take credit for nothing.
Don't be doing all this job in another party. Where my dead body?
You want to please others and displease yourself.
What's the meaning of this? The meaning of this is that you've lost everything. Your account frozen. Everything that makes you rich. You forgot that
all the work that I did.
Oh, you get mad. Off in light. Off in light. They will make her off in light.
Let's see the edit. Governor Omunike has removed Charlie Boy as the local government chairman of Amwoto local government. This happened after Honorable Charlie Boy.
Thank you very much, Michael. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
The governor did not just disassociate himself from such a dishonor, but also rejected $1 million bribe.
I'm telling you, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Michael. Your honor. Oh my God, abundance, my brother. Thank you. Join our party. I don't understand. If you no join, they go indict you. This is the problem. This is what we have found. This is where we have arrived at as a people. Is it not a shame? It's a shame that this is where we are as a people. Imagine. Nigeria. Now, everybody is talking about Nigeria is now a one-party system. Now, and people are saying, oh, the opposition is very quiet. Who be opposition? Not be the citizens of the people be the opposition. Not be the citizens of the country supposed to be opposition at this time. Only you, tax is coming for you. Only you. You don't have work, your business, you don't have any support, but they are coming to tax the small money that you are struggling to make for yourself. Only you. Meanwhile, the number of people that are unemployed in Nigeria cannot take care of themselves, cannot even take care of their family. Marcus, welcome. Oh, greetings, sir. Thank you. I appreciate. Do you understand? Please, if you have not yet liked, kindly double tap the screen to like, I beg, or click on the 3 dots to like. They don't turn that country into God knows what. Into electoral reform. Forget about electoral reform. You think that Tinubu is going to give you electoral reforms? He's not going to do that. He ain't going to give you anything. Look at Ben Bruce. Ben Bruce is coming out. He don't join APC. He dey praise, he dey sing. Don't they kiss Tinubu backside for God knows how long. I am giving history lessons to those who care to know. These are your elites. These are the people you people look up to and call elites. Look at them. Decadence. Not one has the balls to stand for the right thing. Not one. Out of all the elites when they get for Nigeria, the ones when they prop up as elites, not one. I was discussing this with somebody the other day, and the person was saying, well, do I think that Olumelu is ready to give up the opportunity? Because I think that they said he's gotten clearance to build one of the biggest branches in whether in Egypt or where of his bank in one of those places. And it's T-Pain that's making it possible for him. Dangote is going to be the sole gas and oil producer in Nigeria, in Africa, or in Nigeria, whatever. You think Dangote is ready to stand against T-Pain? During the last election, Elon Musk, you know how much Elon Musk raised for a preferred candidate? You know how much? Please, which of your elites can do the same? Which of them? All of them have their hands in the filth. They're not going to stand up because they only care about themselves. You know the sad part of the Nigerian situation? Your elite, top to bottom, all they think about is me, myself, and my family. Everybody else can kick rocks. They do not care. It's not in their DNA. They are not interested. It's about me, myself. I hope you guys saw that they're trying to project DJ Copy as one of your ambassadors. I'm sure you saw that. DJ Copy, Buhari's daughter, and a couple more people. They're trying to prop them up as ambassadors. Did you see the video of those, I don't know who they are, children of who they are, but apparently there are some rich people's children in Nigeria flaunting cash. Did you see the video of Ned Nwoko's wife, Regina Daniels, flaunting cash? In a country where people are starving and unaliving. Your rich people no sympathy, no empathy, they no care, they are not interested whether you buy, they don't care. As far as they themselves and their family, they're okay. That's all they care about. They are part and parcel of the people making life difficult for you. And Nigerians will fold their hands instead of them to come together. No, they'll be busy doing bigotry Olympics. Meanwhile, the people up there are marrying themselves. Fulani, they marry Fulani, they marry Yoruba among themselves at the top. They're not the seen as human beings. The way they reach there, T-Pain don't weaponize bigotry. We don't know how devastating. Even the ones that are pushing this bigotry, they don't even know that they too, they might not. One of them came out the other day begging for money for dialysis. Until Nigerians ready. If Nigerians not ready, this suffering will continue, unfortunately. I don't know what the opposition is planning, because I would expect that right now opposition will be shaking the very foundation that APC is standing on. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? When APC was in opposition, they not give, every day they were protesting. Every day they were mobilizing. This one now, he don't find way. And I understand you cannot use the same method as him because he has mastered those processes. Then look within, come up with ingenious ways to deal with this man. Perhaps that's what the opposition is doing that we don't know. But the Nigerian people, are they ready? That is the real question. That is the real question. As my title suggests here, the title when I put for here, now your person when they fight for ignorant people when fool Nigeria, e be like person when want by himself put fire for him body so that people go fit see road pass. That is the biggest challenge we have in this fight. Until the people themselves, taxes come. These Nigerians don't understand what taxes is. When you go hit that January, na that time, the same minister, the same tax guy that condemned and said no, I don't know if I even have that article, is the same him that is increasing tax for citizens by 30%. The same man that condemned it. Let me see if I can find that. Because it is his brother, our local. So anything he does, supported. Anything he does, supported. The same man. Make I see whether I go see him. Usually, I like to keep those kinds of information. Let me see. Meanwhile, now here say Umar he don't go calculate the kilometer. They say na 7.5 billion for 1 kilometer. Hey. See the video of your so-called wealthy people. See them. Look at it. 57 million. See money. See starch of money. See them. Look at them. Now them be this, so see money. Meanwhile, people they hungry, they buy for Nigeria. See them. PDP and Labour Party still fighting to rescue their various. No opposition. Nigeria is gone. Nigeria, I don't have any expectation. It is gone. It is completely gone. 22.5 billion per kilometer, bam. Oh. See your military personnel when they guard them. See where they supposed to fight Boko Haram, they inside car. See them, they flaunt cash. Meanwhile, now they hungry. Una don't chop today. How many of una don't chop? Let me go back here. I thought I saved that thing. I could have sworn that I saved it. Me, I always like to save all these things. Let's see. Let me go below. Or let me type the tax. I don't think I saved it. It's unfortunate. Let me see. What's the tax? What is his name? I bet when I know the name of the tax guy, Mona give am to me. Make I won't find that information. Make I read that to you. The same guy. When they tell people say, oh, yeah, it's illegal. They speak plenty grammar. Now, radio silence. Radio silence. 1.67 times 1 trillion, 47.47 kilometers equals 22.5 billion for 6 lanes, whereas them promise say the same price go be for 10 lanes. Okay. I bet Mona tell me the name of this tax guy. Mona no verse. Let me see if I can find it myself. Omo, Mike Arnold never comot. He never comot. He never comot. Mike Arnold never comot him knee for Reno neck. He say he dey tweet to Peter Obi say if you are fighting for IDPs and to stop the genocide, I will fight with you. I have the goods on the sociopathic, soulless liar, Reno Mockery. I was at his birthday safari. He stayed with me in Texas, and most recently, he attempted to use me as a PR puppet for his sleazy genocidal propaganda. I have spent 6 years on the front line with a video camera and have the proof of what's happening in the nation. Nigeria is my second home, and I am called by God to this effort. Let's shine the light. Omo, I no be Reno never made pim since then. Oh, we dey wait for Reno to respond. Then Reno never respond though. Reno never respond. See, social media people, they reach out to the guy, say, abeg, make he come talk. They want to scatter Reno. Reno never talk pem. See, Wale Edu don reach London, no. He was spotted at Oda Art Gallery booth in London. See who they seek. Abeg, make a show. Now, may not be like say, now let me dey see all these things. Sorry, Mona verse. Mona not verse. Reno never talk. Heal. Reno, they don't put gravel for Reno mat. They don't put gravel for Reno mat. They don't put gravel. Oh. I can't laugh. Reno no fit talk. Walai. Reno has got rocks in his mouth. See, let's listen to. Let me first of all share this. Where is that? I thought I. Okay, there we go. Mona see na minister.
Look at this amazing collection here. Yes, very much so. Got a few days off.
Oriyomi ṣọ́ra ẹ. Ask na Michael you ask that one. Na the same. Na direct neighbor to Michael. See Michael house. See Bongoli house.
Nigerian artists on display, telling their story to the world, and especially our young artists in particular.
Where is it today? Is it on now, Tracy?
Real pleasure to be here, and
what's SIL again? I beg, sorry, Mona no verse. What be SIL? Son-in-law. It's live. Okay, I'm going to go there now after this.
And we're so happy to be your neighbor here. Yes, we worked together, we collaborated together.
Sister-in-law, okay, so I was right.
This was a very happy coincidence.
See, person, when they say they're sick, see, you don't wear big jacket. You want to prove a point. See,
time for Africa. Yes.
I beg you, Jordan, hey ho. See, Mona, listen to this man.
But in Nigeria, everyone is rushing to the ruling party. You don't even know what is pursuing them or what they are pursuing. Huh? You don't really know what they are pursuing or what is
he say
oh. Democracy and endangers our multi-party democracy. I believe in a multi-party Nigeria. A plural Nigeria can only thrive on a plural democratic environment. As in this case, the governor consulted me several times to his credit.
And I was not convinced because I didn't see any compelling reason for a second-term governor to defect. No reason. And we know the issues in the PDP, but issues are there to be solved by the governors and the leaders. Have they not been the leaders of the parties? But that's where we are. I don't make a comment on issues about myself since I left. But I'm just using this to say that I am still standing in the PDP that gave my Bayelsa people, my Ijaw people, and the Niger Delta people an opportunity to run election to emerge as vice president of this country, acting president of Nigeria, and president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, PDP. This other party cannot do that. And I'm standing there with the PDP. If we don't succeed in retrieving the PDP, in saving the PDP, then we'll be part of a collective decision, which again should not be the ruling party. Because I believe there must be opposition. A democracy without opposition ceases to be democracy. It becomes dictatorship from that day. It becomes totalitarianism from that day. Opposition does not mean you have to be fighting. You have to be, here am I, supporting the president's nomination. By the Constitution, it is the responsibility of the president to forward a name.
You know what I'm going to do? Because this has gone on for like 2 hours. I don't want it to be too long. I'm going to end this live, and then I'm going to start with the voice of the people with Akpa Biole and the rest of them. Okay? So, guys, join me on the next broadcast. So, thank you so much. Michael, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, I beg, my brother, mina levels from level to level. I beg, I need to get plenty friends when they drive private jet to Biko. Thank you so much for your generosity. Tracy, you as well. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you supporting me one way or the other. I go see you on my next broadcast. Let me go ahead and start it, okay?